there, welcome back. This is a video about a film called This Is Not a Film. This Is Not a Film is based on a Iranian director who I'm not even trying to pronounce his name because I'll butcher it, who was arrested in 2011 by the Iranian authorities for going against whatever they viewed as their public code. Now, Iran, as you probably know, is a Muslim country. It has its religious beliefs, which have been upheld by their leaders, and they have strict rules on conduct based on what they view as the right way to be in a Muslim country. And some people clash with these point of views because they don't have that point of view. This director did not have that point of view, and his arrest was like the end point of attention that existed in Iran. I was getting mixed up with Egypt from last week's video. In Iran, basically stating that basically he wanted to make films that was humanistic and looking at society, and he was bringing up subjects that they did not want covered. Like, it was halfway through a film, he and his family got arrested, and he was placed under limitations where he couldn't film, he couldn't write a screenplay, he couldn't give interviews, and he was going to give a 6-year sentence, and the ban on him for all these other things would be 20 years. So basically it was like, you're not going to film anything again, because by the time this ban's over, you'll be too old to make films, type of thing. Because he was already middle-aged at this point anyway. So the film takes place in this guy's apartment as he starts to contemplate what's going on. He's waiting on the lawyer to get back to him as his appeal goes through to appeal the sentence, because he doesn't want to go to jail, obviously. He doesn't want to go to jail for 6 years and be banned for all his time because of his point of view. He was wanting to make a film about a girl who wasn't allowed to go to university in Iran because her parents were against it. Even though she had the intelligence to do it, they were against it for religious reasons. And they locked her in the house, and they left, and they were going, people bring food to her, but unless she got to her university to sign up, her chance of getting there would be gone forever. That was the idea of the film we wanted to make. But again, essentially that wasn't allowed. And so this director's made films critical before, but he's really a humanistic director. He's won awards for his films in international festivals. So when this happened, there was massive outrage. People of cinema throughout the world wrote petitions. This is unacceptable. The Iranians proceeded to not give a shit. The Iranian government could not care less about our sensitivities. It's just, we don't care. The actual Iranian film community couldn't actually say anything either, because as soon as they backed him, they would be next to the chop. And he was telling them, do not back me publicly, you'll be in trouble if you do. So he was just trying to get through this as best he can. So the actual film is in set place his apartment over a 1-day period where his wife and child are out shopping for New Year's gifts for people and then delivering them to the people. So they're out of the apartment that whole day, so he's in by himself, and he's got his friend over videoing his life to show what his life's like. And during the time he just talks about the situation. You see him have his breakfast, you see him just wandering around being quietly depressed about the situation because he can't do what he's born to do. He can't do what his instincts tell him to do, and he may be banned from doing that forever, really. So he's under a lot of pressure. So, but since he's not banned from acting, he tries to act out the script he's already written to show his partner, to show the world what the film was he wanted to make. Which is this is not a film, this is the film that's not made. So you see certain setups of it, and certain moments he was going to do, like he was going to have his lead character shave her hair off as protest, and he was going to have, it was based on a Chekhov one-page story, and he was going to follow that, and he was describing the scenes, and he was describing how they were going to send someone to seduce her so that she would lose all interest in education. So it was obviously critical of like certain Muslim beliefs from Iran, from the Iranian government point of view. But as you go through the film, you're seeing basically it's all full of Muslims of different points of view. You've got the guy shooting it, he's got one point of view, the director another point of view. He runs into people throughout, and they're just people going on their lives. And it's like, this is just a society, a normal society, living under a very oppressive government. But they're still trying to run their lives. So you find is the person who runs the apartment block actually is off with his wife because his wife's giving birth. It's a normal life situation. So his brother-in-law's doing the work. It turns out his brother-in-law's a student who's working odd jobs to make a living. And he's complaining about that he'll come out with a master's and there were no jobs for it. Which is, anyone with a master's like me will tell you, it's true. And it's like, it's just stuff that goes on in every society, mixed with, because his wife and daughter are out giving presents away, which happens during any holiday. And it's like, it's just the stuff of life that goes on amidst this horrible situation that he's been afflicted with, but it's just political. It's just someone saying, we don't believe what you're doing, you should stop doing it, and we're going to pressure you into not doing it. So he's not allowed to leave the country or anything, he's just stuck in this apartment. So I don't think he's under house arrest, so he can only stand in the building. He can go up and down the lift. That's as far as he can go. He can go up and down the lift, and he can look outside, and it's like, it's a living hell for someone like this who is used to going out and filming things. And it's just about life under a dictatorship, and you hear, during the time you see shots and watch the news of the floods in Asia during the time. You also see fireworks going on outside because it's a holiday, which the government disapproves of, and you hear the streets been busy and a bit chaotic. It's just normal life, but it's under a certain regime. So it shows how same and how different society we have for people in Iran. The day to day for a lot of people, there are different cultural things, but day to day is just a day to day. And they've got phones, they've got TVs, they've got all these DVDs and stuff, just like everyone else does. So yeah, it's just showing people in real life, and it never actually goes into. You hear the lawyer on the phone, but that's all you hear. You don't hear anything else. You just hear the lawyer on the phone. You don't hear any representative of this case. You don't hear anything like that. You just hear people ask them how things are going, and it's just a normal life, a normal day. But you see this guy trapped in his building where he's been trapped for years, I think now. I'm not sure what's happened to him now. I think he's made some other films now, but this film had to be put in a pen drive and sneaked out inside a cake out of the country so people could see it. So that's how bad it was. It was like, yeah, everything's okay on the surface, but below the surface we're not going to give in to you all. And that's the usual bureaucratic hell. No matter where you are, it's still going to be that way. The government can make your life a misery if they want to. So it's a wonderful film, and it's like 75 minutes long, so they don't overstay their welcome. It's just one day in his life, and you can assume the rest of the days are like this, and you can assume it's driving him mad. But things did happen afterwards. He did make other films, but he's still not allowed to leave Iran. But he sends his daughter out or something to come to festivals for him. So it's a very tense situation. It's like it hasn't really been resolved properly. But he's never went to jail or anything. But it's like they're putting pressure on him all the time to conform to their ways, and he's obviously not going to do it. So it's a wonderful story about his resistance to that, but it's also a horrifying story about how much state can pressure you and make your life an absolute misery. So I'd highly recommend this film. It's really worth seeing. I'm trying not to give away any details. Just go and see it and see how he explains himself and how he survives, because it is just wonderful. So guys, that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow for the final video of the week.